So here is my question of the week. You all are sending in some awesome questions, so thank you so much for that. The question for this week is, what happens when you pay off a collection, and how long does it take to come off your credit report? I think we've had something similar to this in the past. So it depends on how you paid the collection. So I will tell you, if you pay a collection, one of the biggest things you want to remember is to get proper documentation. How many of you heard stories, or you yourself have paid a collection just to find out later that somebody didn't have good record keeping, and guess what? You had to pay it again. So you make sure, if you're going to pay a collection, whether you are settling it or paying it in full, that you get the right documentation. Make sure that it says if you are settling, that it is settled in full. If not, you may come back and find out that you have a balance. So make sure it is settled in full. If you are paying it in full, make sure that it says that. Always pay in full. Don't count on these collection agencies or other creditors to have good memory. You better have the best memory. Keep your payment information and keep your documents. So make sure that you have the proper documentation. Now, just because you pay off a collection does not mean that it automatically is removed from your credit report. So when you are negotiating the payment, how about asking if they can remove it from the credit report? Guess what? They're either going to say yes or no. That's it. You only got two choices, yes or no. If you don't ask, the answer is usually always no. So make sure that you also, part of when you're paying it, you're getting the right documentation, but that you're also requesting and negotiating that it be removed from the credit report. Okay, so depending on, I can't really answer what will happen after that because everyone's profile is different. If you're able to get that collection removed through negotiating, then you should see a change in your score if the collection is fairly recent, but sooner than about 2 years or so. If it's a 7 or a 6-year-old debt and you pay it, you actually might see a drop in your score. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, contact me for an assessment. I'll explain it. Whoever submitted this question, I'll be happy to go into more detail for you. So that's the Chat with Chris segment. Remember, if you have a question you'd like for me to answer on the air, just submit that to us either on Twitter using hashtag LOTCB, or you can submit it via the form on the website.